Hi there everyone. I was just messing about really. This is my testing world, as you can kind of see by the mini-map up in the corner there as well. It covers a wide area and there's a lot of the things that have been built and destroyed here. I was just messing about. I downloaded single player commands again yesterday. Just because I found out that it had been updated and I haven't had it for a while, so I thought I'll get it and see what it's all about, see what the new patches are like in that. And actually this is a perfect example here. I can show you here, and I've just noticed this glass for some reason. Don't know why that's there. As you might have noticed while playing the game, sometimes you get cheaty sand and gravel and things like that, where it's just floating when it shouldn't be. Then if you get rid of a block, it falls down because you trigger the update and that's what happens. So that is kind of what this is going to be about. You may have noticed if you've played any custom maps, especially with regards to things like Vechs Super Hostile series, that there is quite often cheaty gravel or cheaty sand that will fall down when you trigger an update and will more often than not cause a trap to happen. And using single player commands, you can actually make this in game now, because normally you would have to do it through MCEdit, and I have no idea how to use MCEdit, so this is very useful. Excuse me. This is very useful if, for example, I wanted to make a custom map, which I do one day. So I am just going to dig a little trough thing around here, just so we can kind of see what's happening. Now, normally, you've got this gravel here. If you take out the sand underneath, the gravel falls. Whoops, except that one, because I destroyed that. Just like that. So that's what you normally get in-game, which is how it's supposed to happen. But if we set this back up again, and this time, rather than punching the sand out, we use a command from single player commands. Single player commands comes bundled with world edit, and this is what we're using here to get this to happen. So what you do is you press T to bring up the console, and then aim your cursor at a block in the corner like I have here, and then you want to type in, you want to put 2 forward slashes and then HPOS1, and that sets your first position to there. And then if you dig down a couple of blocks here and then type in the 2 slashes again, HPOS2, that sets your second position. Then you do the 2 slashes again, set air, and there we go. You get rid of all the blocks that are underneath and the gravel floats. Then you update it and it falls, just like that. So that is, I mean, I can't remember if that was in the versions before or not. I somehow don't think it was, otherwise I feel like I would have discovered it sooner. But yeah, there you go. I'm not saying that, you know, I am the first to discover this. I'm just saying that this is the first time I've discovered it personally. Okay, so bearing that in mind, it got me thinking about testing a few other things. So let's just turn it to day. Now, I'm wondering if we do the same thing here, if the mushrooms will pop out. So again, you do HPOS1, no space, to set that there, and then HPOS2, and then set air. And what do you know? The mushrooms stay afloat, and that will presumably be until we update a block next to it. There we go, and it pops out. Likewise, if let's try something else. If we have maybe something slightly more redstone activated, let's just have a look at this. I mean, the implications for this. Oh wait, that wouldn't work. Oh damn it. Okay, let me just try and set this up again, because this could be quite good. If you use single player commands, it could open up a whole new like thing of bud switches. I have the HPOS and set air commands binded to keys, so that's why that happened. But there's a whole new variety of bud switches that could be opened in this way. So if we flick the lever, there we go. You see? So there's a lot going on here. However, I don't feel like we're done testing just yet. Okay, well, I've done this. This is pretty much every single thing I could think of in the in-game inventory. Let me just have a final quick browse. This is pretty much everything that in normal gameplay should pop up or pop off as an item if the block underneath it is destroyed. Having said that, there is also the minecarts and things over there which should float if everything is to be believed. If everything we've done so far is to carry on the way it should be in this trend, then they should stay afloat. Although, having said that, they are on minecart tracks and we don't really want to test those again. So let me just fiddle with these ever so slightly and then we'll be back. And that was almost the revised plan. However, it appears some of the things I've put down have gone missing. So we need a ladder and vines. Put the ladder down, put the vines down. I'm almost certain I put them down. Is it? Oh, lily pad. Good thinking. I'll have to find a way to test the lily pad. And a sign. Okay. Was that everything? Done the mushrooms. I think that is everything else. We just need to put the lily pad down. And let's put that, oh, we'll do that right over, if we do it on there, we can test that afterwards. Okay, that should be everything. I'm sure I've missed something or other, and if I have, please tell me, but I'm assuming it'll all be the same thing. So, let's /HPOS there, and /HPOS2 there. Okay, and set to air. There we go. Oh, except for the... oh wait, everything's slowly dropping off. But none of the saplings worked, nor did the flower or the torch. However, this is interesting. Oh, there goes everything else. Okay, so it may not be reliable to do so. However, this is interesting because notice this. From behind, the ladder disappears, but in front it's there. So when is the point of disappearing? So as soon as you move past its horizontal plane, basically it disappears. And it is also solid, so you can't walk through it. Now, I believe Vechs already showed something like this that he had built using MCEdit, wherein basically it would be some kind of, again, a bud switch. So you would have a whole heap of ladders shooting up into the sky, and for example, you would break the block behind the ladder. Oh wait, yep, break the block behind the ladder or whatever, then the whole ladders would come tumbling down, TNT would come down, and that would be that. So that kind of proves that. It was kind of somewhat inconclusive, because some stuff stayed but other stuff didn't, which is a bit odd. I was expecting it all to stay there, if I'm honest, but never mind. Okay, so here now we have all the varieties of track, all the different types of transport except for a boat, I've just noticed. And can we get one of those in? Can we put that in the middle there without causing too much havoc? Yes, and I can get in it as well. That's exactly what I wanted. Oh, it's all gone wrong now. So just nudge you forward a bit. Whatever, we might have to do a separate test for the minecarts in a second. This is turning into a much longer video than I thought it would. So, if we get rid of all this, just encounter the problem. We're going to have an issue here with the water. Never mind. Let's see what we get. Aha! So look at that. So the transport fell. I would have assumed that these would fall as well. But look at this. We have our Cheaty rails that you get in mine shafts. And they all stayed there for a period of time. Which is, you know, fair enough. That's alright. The cocoa beans seem fairly persistent. And the water here is what I want to test now for the lily pad. But it didn't update as well, you'll notice. That didn't happen when we did that. So if we get rid of that, there we are. The lily pad floats. Which is pretty cool. And the rail tracks can go now as well. There we are. So that's that, I guess. Welcome to the new world of bud switches, as long as you have single-player commands, I guess. Also, the problem does seem to be that it's not a very reliable way of doing so. However, you know, it seems fairly viable that you could indeed make some decent bud switches from them. Oh, that wasn't what I wanted to do. That wasn't what I wanted to do at all. What I want to do now is, I'm wondering if we can do this. So if we do that, and then what we're going to do here is /replace sand air. That replaces all the sand with air, and look at that. Unupdating water and lava till you put a block in there, and then off they go. However, I do believe... Oh, it's not included. Theoretically, if we look at the item codes here, so there's 7, water is 8, then lava is 10. What I believe should happen is if we do give Nick Ward 9... Oh, no, just give to me then. Give 9. There we are. So now we've got a bunch of water there. And this should be unupdating water. There we go. And likewise with the lava, if we give ourselves 11, that should give us lava that hasn't updated. But obviously if you don't have too many items, or... No, wait, I reckon you should be able to do this manually now with the new commands. So you can do it this way if you wanted the unupdating lava and water, or do it the way we just did it here. So I think that pretty much covers it. Thank you for... whoa. Now for the ultimate test. Logging in and logging out, or vice versa. It stays. That's pretty good. And the sign seemed fairly persistent as well. So I think it's all logout safe actually. So there we go. If you have any kind of contributions on this, if you have anything you would like to add, or anything you feel that wasn't covered but perhaps should be covered, please leave a little note in the comments about it. But other than that, that's pretty much it. So thank you very much for watching, everyone. See you in the next video. Yeah. Goodbye. Hi there, everyone. So this is post-production Nick. While I've been editing, I came up with a theory as to what went on here. I believe the issue may have been something to do with the fact that all of the tests were next to each other. So what happened was, when I deleted the land here, what happened was one thing updated, and that caused everything else to update. So it is entirely possible that there is a greater amount of persistence from these things, but in one way or another an update was caused which made one thing spring off, and therefore everything else next to it sprang off, and it made a big chain reaction. So that might be what happened, and it may be more reliable than I thought.